not your average classroom.
In college, we are taught that regular classroom have a single grade, predictable environment, full equipment, and curriculum-driven pacing.
But here, in Barangay Bakungan, the reality is completely different.
Here, the students are mixed grade. The ages are diverse, require creative use of available materials, and demands adaptive learner-centered teaching, and the environment totally unpredictable. Welcome to Community-Based Extension Project by the Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Mathematics, and today, I want you to show how we are turning these challenges into our greatest professional strength. Our student volunteers consistently shows outstanding pedagogical competence and achieve high grades in their final demonstration teaching. But there is a mystery. Research shows that there is no significant relationship between their hours of involvement in their final teaching grade and pedagogical competence.
Why? Because teaching in the community is not about time. It's about transformation. It's about the focus from teacher-centered to learner-centered adaptability.
We developed METAL, the Math Extension Teaching Handbook for Actual Learning, to address three big challenges our volunteers face. First, managing students with different grade levels and handling learner diversity. Second is applying the teaching methods they learn in college to real-world scenario. Third is integrating technology and AI effectively to reduce lesson preparation burdens.
It's normal to be culture shock. In regular classroom, you have resources. But here, you have to be creative. And that's where mental comes in. It's your bridge to become an inclusive, effective, and empathetic mathematics teacher.
So how do we actually handle a classroom where one student's in grade 4 and another is in grade 10? And every learner is different. And as a teacher, you have to be the one to adapt. First, classroom management. If a lesson is hard, break it down to easier parts. You don't overwhelm them. Change how you talk, your hand movements, and your words based on how old your students are. Keep it simple for the young ones and more detailed for the older ones. Lastly, stay friendly. Check on them often to keep them interested in the lesson. Second, build supportive environment. Teach them that it's okay to make mistakes. It is a normal part of learning. Make your classroom a safe place where they feel comfortable asking anything. And use kind words and small rewards to motivate them. This really helps, especially those who find mathematics difficult or scary. Third, practical volunteers preparation. Always listen important words in both English and Tagalog. Before your participation, reach out to previous volunteers to learn what to expect. And next, be ready to change your plan. If the lesson is not working, switch to a game or help them one by one. We ask our volunteers about their experience, and their answer is very eye-opening.
Kailangan mo talagang bigyan sila ng super habang guidance or super focus ka sa kanila. Kasi as yourself, you're the teacher, dapat ikaw yung nag adjust sa kanila. Hindi yung mga estudyante ang nag adjust sa iyo.
You have to put your own magics or your techniques para mas lalo pang ma-unlock yung potential ng bata kahit na iba-iba sila.
Mas magfo-focus tayo dun sa mga discussion. Pero minsan, mahalaga at importante rin na masaya yung mga estudyante kasi mas natututo sila at mas marami silang naaalala. Yun.
Teaching is not about how much you can cover, but how much a student can discover.
strategies alone aren't enough. To be a great teacher in the community, you also have to be ready in your heart and mind. This is the heart of the matter. Finding the balance between being a professional leader and empathetic teacher. First, stay calm technique. As a student volunteer, you must be calm to have a calm environment as well. Stay calm. When you don't overreact, you earn your students' respect. Practice active empathy. When a student struggles, remember they aren't being difficult. They are just learning. Make your classroom a safe space where students aren't afraid to make mistakes. Next, prepare yourself. Having a plan before you participate will help you become more confident. Instead of just reading theories, learn how to handle common behaviors like students getting distracted, being shy, or having conflicts calmly. And remember, you aren't alone. You can build a support group with other volunteers and your teacher. Lastly, your professionalism. Be consistent with your rules so students feel safe. Sticking to the same rules helps students feel safe and helps them learn to behave. You can use rewards and kind words to encourage participation instead of punishment. And keep your professional boundaries. Being approachable means being helpful, but you must still keep your role as their teacher. Don't just take my word for it. Here is what our volunteers realized.
Nag-start ako nung second year talaga. Nag-doubt ako sa sarili ko kung magiging effective ba akong teacher. Pero nung natapos yung project, naisip ko, ay, may mas kaya pa pala akong gawin. Magkakaroon ka talaga ng confidence sa sarili mo.
So, in the near future, gusto kong magkaroon ng classroom that is inclusive and supportive. And ipaparamdam ko sa mga students that making mistakes is also part of learning.
So, I have realized that I am capable of being calm and collected. Dun ko na-realize na, ay, pwede naman pala ako maging kalmado, na hindi laging OA, o kaya yung nagagalit. Kasi, pag masaya yung classroom or yung environment ng mga bata, mas natutulog sila.
Now, let's talk about technology. In the community, resources can be limited, but technology is our bridge. It's not here to replace us, it's here to give more time to focus on our students. Why is technology in our community?
It's simple. It helps us save time by automating our lesson planning so we can focus more on our students. It gives us flexibility to adapt lesson for different grade levels on the same room. It boosts engagement by making abstract math visual and fun. And most importantly, it empowers you to build your own confidence and skills as a teacher.
We have some do's and don'ts.
Do use AI to simplify hard terms into Tagalog or simple English. Do use it to create 3 levels of difficulty for the same topic so everyone learns at their own pace. Do use digital tools to prepare your lesson before the Saturday session. But don't let AI do all the work for your students. Don't ignore the different grade levels in your room by sticking to only one teaching style.
And don't forget that you are the teacher, not the technology. Always have a backup plans because sometimes the internet and the community can be unstable. We made this easy with our digital tool. You can use apps like
GeoGebra for geometry, Pofomat for step-by-step explanations, or ChatGPT and Gemini to brainstorm creative activities.
It's all about saving time, boosting engagement, and building your confidence. And if you encounter challenges, just use our AI prompt tool.
We created ready-to-use prompts for games and lesson ideas to grab your students' attention. Just copy, paste, and fill in the blanks. You can even scan the QR code right here to copy them instantly.